Sefer Hazichronos Divrei Hayamim Bibiurei Hazohar Pashas Shmini. Now, this idea of the book of remembrances, the words of the days, what happened, you can find an explanation about this idea in Biurei Hazohar Shmini. And he doesn't bring it down. And it was found to be written there, the pasuk Bishnas Shloshim Lemolcho, about what happened in the third year of his kingship. Daf Kuf Yutes Gimel. Kol Mishaya Osebotova Hayakosva. And then it says further in the Medrash Rabbah that anything that anyone who did something good about to him, he would write it down. That, like it says that he found that Mordechai told and so forth about Bigsan and Saresh. And so the king said, what was done, what should we do? Some kind of honor to Mordechai. Nothing was done to him. Perik Beis the Megillah, Daf Yudvav Amar Aleph, Amar Rava, Lo mipnei she'ovi mis Mordechai, Ela mipnei she'soni mis Haman. That why did they say that? Not because they loved Mordechai, but because they hated Haman. Vayin Mar Shasham. Daled, the fourth point, Hamelech mi b'chatzer. So the king said, who is in the courtyard? So in Koheles Rabbah, on the verse, because that the dream comes with much concept. That the whole entire night Achashverosh saw Haman standing upon him. Asherichin lo ulechavirav ksiv. That he prepared for him. That it says that Haman wanted to tell Achashverosh about the gallows that he prepared for him, and to his friends. And Achashverosh saw that he was in his dream that it was Haman who wanted to take his crown from him. So the implication of that the gallows was prepared for him, it doesn't say for Mordechai, but it says for him, for the king. That, like the verse says in Tehillim, corresponding, and for him he prepared a vessel of death. Tehillim Zayin. On the verse that Haman came, what should we do to the man? And look in Koheles Rabbah over there. Zayin vayomer Haman belibo lemiyachbots. And on the verse, and Haman said in his heart, to who does he desire to do the Gedula? More than me, Perekama de Megilah, Daf Zayin Amar Aleph, Esther B'ruach HaKodesh Nemra, that Esther wrote this in her Ruach HaKodesh, V'yomer Haman b'libo chulu, about what Haman said in his heart. Because how else would you know what Haman said in his heart? Rabbos told us, Parshas Amar Daf Ayin Hey Dalet Al Pasuk, V'yomer Esav b'libo. So in Midrash Rabbah told us, it says that Esav said in his heart, he said, Yikrevu Yimei Evil Avi Ve'ohargas Yaakov Achi, that the days of my father's death are drawing close, and I'll kill my brother Yaakov. So it says in Midrash Rabbah told us there, Harashayim B'rishus Liban, that why does it say he said in his heart? Because their hearts are controlling them. Therefore, it uses this language by Rishayim, just like by Haman, Haman b'libo chulu, that Haman said in his heart, V'chinu b'koheles Rabbah sham. So too in Midrash Kohelah there, it also brings this about the concept of Kiba Chalom B'Rov Inyan, where it brings the Inyani Purim. But the righteous, they are in control of their hearts. That Chana was speaking to her heart. That David spoke to his heart. Their heart wasn't saying to them or in their heart, but they were saying to their heart or on their heart. It's a different language. Instead of bilibo. And according to this, we can explain the verse in Shema that we say that these were that we say, and these words should be upon your heart or on your heart, not bilibecha, in your heart, which is like the Rishayim, but alavavecha, like Chana, who is speaking aliba, like the tzaddikim. Their hearts are in their control. So it brought in Zohar Shmos that the one who's in charge of him placed into his heart this thought, I guess the thought of Haman, to suggest the riding of the horse and so forth. And you should give the garment and the horse and so forth. Rabos Esther Kuf Kavav Aleph B'Pasuk Vayhi Ba'omram Elav Yom Yom. On the verse, and it was when they said to him every day. It says B'nei Shel Rachel. So when they told Mordechai every day, then he wouldn't bow down. So it says the sons of Rachel, Nisan Shaveh Vigdulasan Shaveh Chulu, that their miracles are the same and their greatness is the same, because Mordechai came from Binyamin, who was from Rachel. That it says about Yosef ben Rachel, that they had him ride in the viceroy's chariot that he had. And so to here it says that he was given the garment and the horse, and they called in front of him, that this is what you should do to the man, that the king desires to honor. And also by Yosef, before he went into Paro to talk about the dreams, he got a haircut and changed his garments. And so it says Perek Rish Aleph Nun. Or Perek Aleph Nun. Vayomer HaMelech LaHaman. This is the paragraph Yud. Vayomer HaMelech LaHaman Maher. So the king said to Haman quickly, Vasechin LeMordechai. And you should do that for Mordechai. Migillat Av Tezayin Amud Aleph. But Torah Orbedi Bar Maskil Chayv in Nishlam Besume. And he doesn't bring it down. Yud Aleph, Vayikach Haman Megilasham, that Haman took Levush Vasus. So it's brought in Gemara Megillah there. Also, Male Kumtzi Kimcha Diyad Dechu V'Dachi Yidchu V'Dachi Asara Alfi Kikra Kaspa Didi. So it's like Haman said, the fistful of komets of the korban mincha, or of flour from your hands, came and pushed away my 10,000 kikars of silver of my hand, of mine. Bain b'mar shasham shabeperush Rashi mashma, and look in the marsha there that in Rashi it says, it implies shayu asukim b'mitzvas ha'omer, that they were studying the Korban Omer. I think there's it says that Haman overheard someone talking, or people learning or something about the idea, about in this Torah. Avalafib shata gemara mashma. But according to the simple implication in the Gemara there, shayu asukim binyan komets to minchas ani, is that they were not involved in the union of the mitzvah of Korban Omer, but the komets of the mincha of a poor person. Mashamakri v'dali dalus. This that someone brings when they're very, very impoverished. Not the birds, and not the Korban Asher. So that Korban Mincha, the fact that they had that Torah study, is enough to push away the Seros Alafim Kikar Kesef. Yishlomal derech shenemar gabi minchas ani nefesh ki sakriv mincha. We can say it's like it's brought by the minchas ani, the soul, when he brings the mincha. V'amru Razal b'rabos v'yikra parsha gimel. And then it says in Medrash Rabbah, kilu nafshe kriva. Why does it say nefesh ki sakriv? Because it's as if he brought his soul. It's as if he's given up his soul for Hashem. V'amru sham v'alu dvarim kal v'chomer. And it says there, and this is like a kal v'chomer ama mishenu makriv nefesh ksiv bo nefesh. So someone who isn't actually bringing their soul, offering their soul. It says that it's as if he's offering their soul. It says the soul mishu makriv nefesh. Someone who actually gives up their soul. The Matnas Kuna says, Klomer b'tainis u'b'tshuva, alachas kama v'kama, meaning someone who actually afflicts their soul, not just the mincha. Someone who is into fasting and tshuva afflicts their soul. How much more so that they're actually offering up their soul? V'im kain, and if so, kol shechein b'yemei Achashverosh shikrivu nefesh mamash. How much more so in the days of Achashverosh, that they were actually offering up their soul, that they were actually willing to give up their soul for the belief in Hashem Echad, and therefore there was this that they were learning. As is known, like the Alter Rebbe says in Torah, or that if they would have given up their religion, nothing would have happened to them, because the Gzera was only on Yehudim. Vod Yishlomar, we can further say, Ki inyan mincha ba b'dali dalus, that the concept of mincha comes in this concept of the impoverished, like Marsha brings there in the Gemara, Vini dalus b'chinas os daled. So dalus, we could say that that's the concept of dalet, the letter dalet, which means a dal, like a poor person. Ach dali dalus, but impoverished of the impoverished. Yishlomar shezeu os reish. We can say that that's the letter reish, which also means impoverished. It's even further impoverished. Sh'az v'knesses Yisrael b'tachlis ha'oni, that that's when the souls of Israel are in the complete level of being impoverished. Yoser, even more so. Like it says in Pardes on the letter Reish, now in the days of Achashverosh, we were on the ultimate level of impoverished. And that's the concept of one of the ideas in the name Achashverosh, that it's from the language. And the Medrash Rabbah says that he weakened, or he hit the head of Israel. Shehishka osan rosh v'lana, that he, so to speak, poured for us bitterness and poison because of the difficulty in that time. B'Gemara Perek Hamad Megillah Daf Yud Aleph Amud Aleph Rabbi Chanina Amar Shakol Nasu Rashin B'Yamav Chulu. The why is he called a Chashvirosh or Chashvirash if you spell it without a vav. So Rabbi Chanina says that everyone became impoverished, Rashin B'Yamav, during that time, during his days of Achashverosh. Therefore, through their studying this particular korban of the Dalidalus that drew down the pleasing spirit of that type of korban of the Dalidalus. And that's why Mordechai is from the language of the spices of the head, like I guess, or Rosh is also from the language of Rash, or Hikfish Roshan, like he brings Chashvirosh, which is the concept of pleasant spices, a pleasant smell for Hashem. And from this, you draw down the idea of that he saves a poor person from the one who's stronger than him. And if they were studying the Minchas Omer, that like Rashi brings, Asishapir Yoser, it makes even more sense. Because the Korban Omer is barley, which is the animal food. Birur Nefesh HaBaham is the purifying the animalistic soul. Shenilkecha Miklipas Noga, that comes from the Klipas Noga, purifying the evil. And through the purification of that level of Klipas Noga, the animalistic soul, you push away the three completely impure klippas, the bad, the complete bad, and how it grasps onto the klippas noga to try to bring it down. Now, this next parentheses, it says on the bottom that this is not in the actual handwritten Mamer from the Tzemach Tzedek. And also, because in Sfiros HaOmer you're supposed to count 50 days, that pushes away the tree which is 50 amas high. So another connection to the korban with the Korban Omer, with the 50 Shalsa Haman that Haman made. And they hung him upon it through the concept of Sfiros HaOmer, which is 50. Yerushalmi, Perakama de Barachos, Halacha Aleph. So it's brought in Gemara Yerushalmi. First Halacha, Gulas, and Shal Yisrael Betchila, Kima, that the redemption of Israel is at first little by little. Calls man shehi olechas yirabe veholechas. And at any time when this Geula is happening, it continues and gets greater. My time ki eshe b'chosher chavaya orli. And for what reason? Because when I sit in darkness, Hashem is a light for me. So too, at first, Mordechai was sitting in the gate of the king. And the next stage is that Haman took the garment and the horse. And the next level is that Mordechai went out from in front of the king in a garment of kingship and so forth. And the next level is that to the Jews there was light and joy and so forth. It brings in Zohar Truma on the verse that who is it that it looks like the morning? Because the morning also is like this, that at first you have the Alosa Shachar and then the Neitzak Chama and so forth. Rabos Tetzave Partial Lamed Ches Kuf Nun Daled Beis Al Pasuk Zeh Davar. So in Medrash Rabbah Tetzave, on the verse that this is the thing, and though Dichsiv La'olam Havayad V'Archa Nitzav Chulu. So it says this: the words of Hashem are constantly in the heavens, standing in the heavens. Haman took the garment and the horse. Who caused Mordechai to come to this greatness? Amor, and we can say it's because he was praying at all times. Shinemar, Mordechai Yadachulu, Yeshiv Mordechai Chulu. And like it says that Mordechai knew, and Mordechai sat, and so forth. Vatasa Shuv, and you should return. The concept of tshuva. Therefore, it says you should take with you words, Veshuvu Lavaya, and return to Hashem. From the Hatorah of Shuva Yisrael, Adavaya. Vayeshiv Mordechai El Shar HaMelech, and that's why it says, and Mordechai sat in the gate of the king. But Vayeshiv is like the word Vayashov, to return. So he connects Vayeshiv Mordechai to Va'atas Hashuv. This is from that root. Perushar HaMelech Hu Hadibor. So what's the gate of the king? That's speech. He's a Hashar Lahavaya, because that's the gate to Hashem. Like we say, Adnais Vasai Tiftach, Adnais Gematria Hechel. That's Vasai, I guess. Right, Adnais Vasai Tiftach. Yishlai Mamashikaz Amrozal, Le'inyan Haktamas Nas Lenishma Chulu. We can awaken to what our sages said about the concept of prefacing I will do to I will hear. It says those Karsulibirisi Osidvaro Lishmor Bekol Dvaro. Those who do his words and then to listen to his words. It's Nasa Nishma. So here too as well it says V'yeshiv Mordechai B'shar HaMelech. So you have perhaps that parallels it somehow. The speech before the listening. The Peter should say, Livnos binyan malchus shemitchila netzla rak besud nekuda. Look what it's brought about the verse that I am dark but beautiful. That it explains there what is it, this darkness that you first have to build the building of malchus, so to speak. That first it's emanated in a concept of a point like a darkness. Os Yud, and that's the letter Yud. You have to build it into a partzuf, into all 10 spheros. Hey, and then you can call the malchus the letter Hey to have a yichud of Shem Havaya. And that's all in order to have a revelation from the level of malchus into the lower worlds. And that's called making his words, meaning the malchus, which is the concept of dibur. Don't read it your sons, read your builders, building the parts of a malchus. So and that's why it says that the davar is close to you to do it, to make it, meaning it's close to you to build the concept of davar, of dibur. Or Chelik Beis, Sufti Paramas Chelikia Mitzvah Zos, like it's brought in the second portion of Torah, or Akia Mitzvah Zos Misnama, that's Likuti Torah. Yeah, it says in the bottom, Yidu Asher Likuti Torah Shenikra Gamkin Torah or Chelik Beis. It's the Likuti Torah, Rei Michtav, Kvu Kudushas Admor, Zitzugala. it becomes Ya Hanidfas Bechoveros Maftechos Torah Haras Kavod Kodesh Zar Mashlita. So the Rebbe, this is the Rebbe's Haggah that says, look, in the Frierdiker Rebbe's letter that's printed in the Maftechos to Torah. So back in the Mamer, and in order to have this hamshacha, is to draw this down, you have to first have drawing down hamochin, viziranpin, to draw down the intellect into za. And that's the idea of that his sleep was disturbed. Because the speech comes from midos. So if you, because we said this, you have the shena, the sleeping is the mochin of ziranpin going away. So if you want to wake up za, that's drawing down the mochin into za, and because because speech receives from these emotions of za. So in order to draw down the speech, you first have to awaken za and draw down the midos.